and welcome back to Jimbo's PC Builds. Today it's time for another vlog. So in today's vlog I'm actually going to be covering a visit I made to New York Comic Con in October of 2020. As of filming, it was 3 days ago. So when I went to Comic Con, I wanted to film this time because they had a gaming zone as always, which is previously sponsored by Intel, and there wasn't much there. But Glorious, makers of mice, keyboards, etc., were sponsoring it this year, and they were saying on Twitter, etc., that they were going to have a good presence. So without further ado, let's go into the vlog. It's going to be like a walkthrough of a single day where I was entering and going straight to the gaming zone and seeing Glorious and all that kind of good stuff. So let's get on with it and let's walk through and go into New York Comic Con. So when you get into Comic Con, you have to wait outside. They let you in and scan your pass, but then you come into the outside enclosed area. You've got like a little bit of a fence going on round. They also have stuff to do outside, but at this point, you know, everybody's waiting to get in. The sort of gates open about 10ish, and then there's a little bit of delay normally before they let you in to go on the shop floor. It's a good time to see some of the people in costume. Then when you go in, you walk in, you see some of the outside areas, and then you can go to various rooms or whatever, or you can do what I did on this day, which is to head straight towards the show floor, this is a show floor where you've got all different comic companies, etc, etc, but I was heading straight to the game zone. And here we are at the game zone, where you can see it's sponsored by Glorious, and this is all the PCs they have. They have quite a few. I don't know the exact number, but there is a lot, and they each come with keyboard, mouse and headphones. And next we're going to have a look at one of the PCs themselves, and here it is. It's a pretty nice PC. Don't know the specs. Here we are at the Glorious booth, where you can build your own keyboard. They also had all of their own keyboards out on display. Here you can see the GMK models. You've got the various sizes. They had their full lineup on display, so you could go and look at the lighting on them. They also had the facility where you could go in and test individual switches. So they had like a board with all the different switches on, so you could go and see which ones are like. So here is a close-up, so you can see all the different colors of switches. So you could go in, they would tell you which switch types they are. So if you wanted to build your keyboard on the day, you could basically find the switches that really suited you. Then you could choose the backplane with a GMK Pro or whatever it was, and then you could go away and build your own keyboard. It was really sweet because they had all the keycaps out as well, so you could choose your keycap types, which was really nice. I particularly like the pandas. They also had significant discounts on the day, and here that was the station where you could actually go and see somebody build it for you, because you could always leave it there for them to build. They also had all of their merchandise out, so you could buy t-shirts, hoodies, coats, bags, etc, and also hats. Some pretty nice stuff. I bought a t-shirt myself, which was the keyboard t-shirt which you saw earlier in the video. They also had a PC out, so you could see like you could connect it to a PC and check your keyboard and stuff like that. And it was a really sweet PC. It was in a Lian Li case, which as we know are very popular. I think it was the O11 Dynamic. It was set up, I think, with all the stuff inside, and then you could go and have a look at the mice. I bought myself a mouse bungee while I was there because I didn't have one, but they had all the different types of mice, the wireless, the wired, etc, etc, and you could test them. So as well as visiting the Glorious stand, I obviously did all the Comic Con kind of stuff as well. I've already put a little bit of the show floor in there. I didn't want to put too much show floor in there because it's just basically the same stuff. It's different stands and all that kind of good stuff. So what I'm going to do now is show you a bit of a footage from a His Dark Materials panel to give you a bit of an idea how these things kind of work if you've not managed to be able to go to one yourself. So without further ado, let's get on with the His Dark Materials panel.
Angels, so it unpacks the nature of the human condition stuff that Philip does so well, but at the same time we are talking about angels, we are talking about making a run on the kingdom of heaven, we are talking about Metatron and the Dark Angel, we are talking about
like an angel in their kind of planetary form rather than their celestial form, which is very, very different and quite CGI reliant. There was a part of you going like, is this just going to get CGI anyway, and you're going to look wildly different than the
Alright, I hope you found that very interesting. I thought the Glorious booth was excellent. I got to speak to some of the guys there who work for Glorious, and they were super nice. I bought a mouse, I bought a mouse pad. This said mouse pad, it's the glass infused one which has got the Super Glide. I managed to try it out at the booth and it was excellent. So yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, I made a good friend with the person who was doing the keyboard assembly. She was such a lovely woman. She was helping everybody out. She was doing all she could for everybody that was there, and they were super great people. Alright, if you've got any questions about New York Comic Con or the Glorious booth and what was there or anything like that, please let me know in the comments down below. If you like this kind of video, which could be sort of like vlog coverage of like a day in the life kind of stuff, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and also by leaving a comment. Please subscribe to the channel for all the other content I'm doing. I've got a build coming soon. I also got further cooler videos coming. I've got the Deep Cool AK620 video coming soon. I'm going to be putting it on the test bed and seeing how this thing does. So make sure again you subscribe for that so you don't miss out on that content. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and as always, take care.